Hello again and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to use a couple of tools to draw an isometric cube. Now previously we've done isometric drawing using isometric dot paper. This is a little bit of a step on from that. We're going to actually use an isometric ruler. I'm going to show you how you can use that. This is an isometric ruler. The isometric ruler is obviously a triangular shape, as you can see. It's got a 90-degree angle there, it's got a 60-degree angle there, and it's got a 30-degree angle there for drawing isometric lines. So that's the first tool we're going to use, and then with the other tool I'm going to show you how to use is a protractor, which you can just use to draw isometric and oblique shapes actually with just a normal ruler. But I'm going to show you how you can use both tools as part of that process. So the first step is to sort of measure up from the bottom of the page about 7 centimeters and to draw a line. That will become the base for your isometric cube. So that will be the base. Now remember, with isometric shapes, we always start with the front corner or a corner. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a 6 centimeter edged cube. So all the edges of the cube will be 6 centimeters. So the first step is to draw a vertical line. That's 6 centimeters down like that. So that's using the isometric ruler there. I don't have a normal ruler on my desk right at the moment. I don't need one. But now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a 6 centimeter line at 30 degrees using the isometric ruler. And so what you need to do is you need to make sure that the ruler is, the bottom of the ruler is parallel with the bottom edge of the page. So make sure that those two lines are parallel, and then you make sure that you get on one of the centimeter markers, or you get that corner or the bottom of the line. So I've got it marked on 150 there, and that gap there is the same all the way along. Then I'm just going to measure 6 centimeters, so that will be down to 90, and I'll just draw that like that. And I'm going to do the same on the other. Now I'm going to flip this ruler over, and so the numbers are all back to front, but you can still see each centimeter marker and just use that. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move it and keeping the bottom of the ruler parallel until I can get it bang on there. Make sure I'm holding the ruler down nice and strong. And I'm going to, actually I'm just going to come up a little bit and put it back on that 150. And even though it's upside down, I can do that to 90 again. Now I'm just going to check the lengths of both those lines, that they're bang on. Yes, that's 6 centimeters. And yes, that's 6 centimeters. And I can then take my protractor here and I can check that the angle is 30 degrees, which is what I'm doing. So this little cross here, which I'll bring up, it's a little cross there, that's going to go down onto that corner there because I'm measuring this angle. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to make sure that 0 is lined up, and I can see bang on, it's on 30 centimeters there. And I'll do exactly the same on the other side, and I can see that that line there is on 30 centimeters. So I'm happy with that. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to do the same at the top, but I'm actually going to use the protractor. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I can draw a little line here that's very much horizontal. So I'm going to come up and do a horizontal line just on the top of that line there, and I'll zoom in to show you what I've done there. See that? Then I'm going to use my protractor to make a mark at 30 degrees. I'll make sure that it's perfectly, that line there is on that line that I've just drawn, and this line here is on my vertical line, and I'm just going to mark 30 degrees here. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to mark 30 degrees out there. Now, if I wasn't using this as an isometric ruler and just using it as a normal ruler, I can then take that point that I've just marked at 30 degrees and angle my ruler towards it, and then put 6 centimeters on that corner. So I'll put my pencil there. That's how we use a ruler properly. Make sure it's lined up with that dot that I've made. And do that line, that should be 6 centimeters. And I'll do exactly the same on the other side. So I'll line that, I'll put my pencil on where I want to start, put 6 centimeters there, make sure it lines up with that dot. And it comes like that. So now I've got the front corner or edge and these 4 edges here. I should be able to now come along and just join the 2 ends of those up. 1, 2. And all that's left now is for me to do a similar sort of thing that I just did before, where I do a little line that is horizontal at the top there, and I'm going to come along and pop that on, and I'll measure my 30 degrees and then bring my ruler in. And this line here, it's actually going to be quite light. Okay, I'm actually going to do quite a light line, because I'm going to make sure that my 2 lines cross over. Hopefully I've gone far enough. Do exactly the same thing over here. Here's my 30 degrees. As you can see, you can use a protractor to measure both ways. So you can start at 0 and go around to 180 degrees, or you can start at 0 at this side and go around. So when you see 30 here, so 0, 10, 20, 30, it actually corresponds with 180 degrees if you're starting from this side. 150. So I'm going to mark it just there. And I don't know if I've come quite far enough. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll put my pencil there, I'll bring my ruler up, make sure it's lined up with that line, with that dot I've just made. Okay, and the problem is this line hasn't come far enough, so I'm going to just extend it like that. And there you go. There is an isometric cube. I'm going to say I probably should have started a little bit further down, but that's okay. We'll figure something out with that. But yeah, that's my isometric cube using an isometric ruler and a protractor.